Hello everyone. Welcome to our channel. Influential web designers in Bangalore create eye-pleasing sites that assist clients in addressing business goals. But how can you identify local web designers and agencies with the proper skills and expertise for your job? And how are you going to know which one to employ? Let us explore the fundamentals of tapping into your regional talent pool for a suitable web designer. You will also be one step closer to using a gorgeous site for your enterprise. 1. Start search online. The search engine is the ideal place to find competent web designers and agencies. To make an initial list of local professionals, navigate to your preferred search engine and input terms such as web designer, your area, or your town website design. Using the area of your town on your search can help identify professionals that are thinking about building local associations. The outcomes pages will supply an extensive collection of local web designers and developers, some of whom might wind up being the very best fit. Speaking of organizations, a designer is not necessarily a freelancer that manages each facet of your design attempt without help. Many local web designers in Bangalore are, in reality, small cohorts of specialists, all of whom specialize in one aspect of the plan procedure. However, some can practice independently, collaborate with other people, web programmers, copywriters, and strategists, based on the scope of the undertaking. Occasionally, a designer will manage everything on their own, but cooperation among gatherings is expected. 2. Look for relevant skill sets. Today's web designers are not only Photoshop wonders. To confirm if designers' ability sets align with modern standards, pay careful attention to this service description and biographical info on their sites. Website has to be optimized for mobile and desktop. An accent on mobile-first design signifies all of your site's interactive and visual components are practical on almost any device. Not all designers include the particular terminology, mobile-first design, in their sites, but look out for buzzwords such as mobile. For many business sites, a mobile-first strategy will bring about a responsive site that automatically resizes to fit any display. Any of them word mixes is a favorable indication. 3. Coding. Web designers do not have to be computer programmers. Still, they ought to be proficient at HTML and CSS3. These languages are the fundamental building blocks of sites and allow designers to print their creations online. Understanding how to write in such languages distinguishes. It is a must-have ability for web designers, though a designer's site may not specifically highlight. Also, keep an eye out for design teams using a programmer on the team. The designer needs to understand HTML or CSS since the programmer specializes in both. It is a winning combo. 4. Innovative. They also will need to have the ability to expect the user's next step and also to forecast precisely what the natural next step for the consumer is. The most excellent web designer also has to possess the abilities to make a gorgeous site that's engaging enough to keep the consumer on the web page for as long as you can. Engaging web design retains the user on the website for as long as possible, which may boost sales and business development. 5. Communicative. A web designer has to confidently and articulate thoughts and processes to customers and clients. A web designer in Bangalore with a successful communication ability has to have the ability to market their job to the customer while explaining why they chose particular design decisions over others. They also will need to have the ability to understand what is and is not possible, then have the ability to describe this to the customer in a coherent manner. It has to do with expertise. Lots of new web designers may say they'll have the ability to generate everything on your wish list, but they might not have the ability to deliver. An experienced web designer will allow you to know what could be accomplished. 6. Stable portfolio. You may discover a web designer with leading imagination or communicating abilities, but you still ought to have a look at their portfolio to find out what they have accomplished. An up-to-date portfolio is essential to assess a designer's skills and aesthetic fashions and can be strong proof for previous work done. Be sure to keep an eye out for certain details, such as typography, colors, techniques, material management, designs. All these are necessary details to search out for when looking for the ideal web designer for your company. Meet web designers who impress you most? As soon as you've narrowed your list down to some gifted professionals with impressive design portfolios and lots of satisfied regional customers, you are prepared to reach out. Schedule a telephone or a face-to-face assembly with every finalist. If the designer acts as a team, make sure that you're meeting the person who will be your principal point of contact. Attempt to restrict these meetings to no longer than 3 performers. You aim to get a sense of every designer's strategy and estimate how long the job will require. Ask if the designer works together with different builders, such as copywriters and strategists. Suppose you want to communicate with these people or simply together with all the designers or project supervisors. Most importantly, decide whether you are comfortable in trusting your site, maybe your most vital advertising tool, for this individual. If so, request the designer to get a comprehensive statement of work according to your first conversation. Bottom line. Interviewing possible candidates, all that is left is to ask advice from your team and pick the most effective suggestion. Check portfolios and pick whose job is visually attractive and simplest to use. It may not be scientific, but it may be the very best approach to reach a choice. If you have followed this guide, you are going to utilize the best web designer in Bangalore or group regardless of who you select. Still you have questions? Visit our website to know more. www.designadsbangalore.com. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe for new videos.